guys, it's Talks with Jules, and this is my beautiful guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Kayla. I am a lawyer and content creator, and I have my own firm, Kayla Moran Law, where I represent talent agencies and creators in their partnerships with brands, and I do some trademark work as well, and I'm so excited to be here.
And her firm just turned
Too.
Yes, ma'am. So today we're gonna talk about some unpopular law school opinions. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. My first unpopular law school opinion is that law school is fun.
I agree. I think it definitely has its moments and it has its ups and downs, but I think once you find your groove, you like 2L, 3L year, once you find your people, it can actually be really fun. And I mean, I wouldn't be who I am today had I not had the experiences I had, and I met some of my best friends in law school, so I had a great time.
I know, and it's like I feel like it bonds you for life because it's like trench warfare. So yeah, so you just like get your friends for life, and I think it's such a misconception, and so many lawyers try to gatekeep the profession by telling you how much you're gonna hate law school, it's gonna suck, all these things, when I feel like we should start talking more about the positives about it.
I think the biggest thing is you have to make it your own. Like if you go to law school because you're doing it for somebody else, or you're doing what everybody else is doing and you're not being honest with yourself, it's going to be a lot harder. But if you really lean into why you're there and what your goals are, and yours are going to look different than those around you, I think, yeah, you start to enjoy it a lot more because you're being authentic to yourself, and that's the only way you truly can have fun, right?
That's so true. Like you can't do it for the clout. Like
No.
you have to do it because you genuinely
or for the
want
money.
it.
A lot of people do it for the money, and it's, yeah, you can make a lot of money, but it takes a while to get to that point, I think.
Oh, for sure. That's my second unpopular law school opinion, is that your life will not end if you don't do big law.
100%.
I feel like you can attest to this the most because you have your own firm and practice. Like, how has that been?
I mean, yeah, I never went the big law route. I thought about it for like maybe 2.5 seconds my first semester, and then I realized, yeah, this is never gonna work for me, just lifestyle wise. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm 27 and I live at home, but I also have been an entrepreneur for almost 3 years now. So it's like, it's kind of a give and take. You have to decide what's more important to you. And to me, being independent and traveling and living on my own terms, rather than, yes, I'm making $225K a year, but I have no free time, I have no PTO, I have no life outside of my job, and I can't see my friends or my family. Like that, you have to decide, is that really worth it? Is that really what's important to you? A lot of my friends, they're spending money to live in really nice apartments, but they don't touch their loans. They can't afford to buy a house. They can't go on trips because they don't have free time. Whereas, yeah, maybe it looks like I don't work ever because I'm always on vacation, but I'm not. I'm always with my computer traveling, and I get to work on the deals and with clients that are really important to me, and I still get to live my life. And yeah, maybe I don't make 100K even breaking, but like I also, yeah, I have to pay my taxes on my own. I don't get withholding. Like there's pros and cons to a salary versus entrepreneurship, but honestly, to me, it's so much more worth it. And by the way, the tax code benefits entrepreneurs more than W-2 employees.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think it's really important. Like what you said is that there's just so many different lifestyles you can do when you go into the legal field and with law. And there's a lifestyle for everyone and what they want to do and what they like to do in their free time.
100%.
My next one is like, I'm really excited to ask you about this one.
Okay.
Because you're a masterful networker. And I feel like networking is sometimes more important than your grades.
I would agree. I mean, so if you know you want to go big law, if you know you want to be a clerk, for a judge, yes, your GPA is going to be crucial. But if you know that you're going to go a little bit more of an untraditional route, then prioritize the things that are going to get you where you want to go, the opportunities that are going to get you there. And that's where networking comes in. Your network is your net worth. It's cheesy, but it's 100% true. It's all about who you know, and not just, okay, yes, I connected with that person on LinkedIn. Can you call them when you have a question? Can you say, hey, I have a question for you, let's go to coffee, or do you have 20 minutes to hop on a Zoom? Like if you can't actually leverage the relationship into a strategic partnership, or what I like to call a professional friendship, then is that really even worth, like, are you truly connected to them? I think networking becomes really important, but it's about fostering the connection, taking the time to really get to know them. I always say, take interest in them and they'll take interest in you. But if you're just coming to them like, hey, I need you for this, they're like, who are you? There's pros and cons to networking for sure.
Could you expand more on what you just said, a professional friendship? What is that?
Yeah, so I think at the beginning you start out, happy birthday, happy new year, Merry Christmas, happy anniversary. I saw congrats on the raise, congrats on the promotion. And it starts off that way. But then you start commenting on their post, or they wrote an article and you're like, oh my God, Julia, I really enjoyed that article you wrote. Like, I would love to get coffee with you sometime. Let's talk more about it. And you're like, oh, I see your firm just had an anniversary. How's your firm going? Okay, now we're going maybe a little more personal. Oh, I see you're in a relationship. How's that going? You start talking about things a little bit less, maybe quote unquote work, but are still important to you.
Yeah.
And then you start going to each other's events or, showing up for each other. And then it becomes more of a mentorship. You're not in the room, but I know that opportunity, I really want to introduce you to so-and-so. So I'm going to say, hey, you should talk to my friend Julia. Now it's a mentor advocate relationship. And then the more you build off of that, it really is a professional friendship. You could call them when you need them. They know they could call you when they need you, but you also just want to hang out because you want to hang out.
Yeah, I love that term, professional friendship.
I'll wrap it up.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming here today. And I love meeting other women in law and having mentors like you who are just such amazing women, like trailblazing for all of us. So
I try my best. Thank you so much, Julia, for having me.
No, thank you.